On this day, 23 years ago, the world of women's basketball was given us the gift of a little baby Caitlin Clark. So happy birthday, Caitlin Clark. So today we're going to put basketball aside, just a little, to celebrate one of the most electrifying players in women's basketball history. So let's raise a toast, or a Gatorade bottle, to one of the greatest to ever do it. And we aren't the only ones sending out birthday messages, as some of her mains took to Instagram celebrating her day. We have the Indiana Fever posting happy birthday to Caitlin Clark. We have a coach at Iowa, one of her besties, Jada Gyamfi, Flau'jae Johnson, who is maybe my favorite player in college right now. Side note, come on over to Indy, Flau'jae. Her pick and roll partner in crime, Aaliyah Boston. The assistant coach on the Pacers. The Iowa player development coach, Tanya Davis. And of course, her sister from another mister, the one, the only, Kate Money Martin and Gabby Marshall. But what's a birthday celebration without a little stat appreciation? So I don't know about anybody else, but my Twitter algorithm is filled with basketball and now mostly concentrated on women's basketball content and posts. And I came across one that Robin Lundberg posted, and it's a women's fast break article from Sports Illustrated, 23 fascinating facts for her 23rd birthday. Caitlin Clark's unbelievable year as a 22-year-old is over, which is kind of crazy because the whole 22 thing was kind of bizarre. Born January 22nd, 2002, her number is 22, and the year that her life kind of like went into the stratosphere, she was 22. Not that she wasn't big before, but I mean, there is no doubt that this past year for her was just life-altering. Anyway, so here are some incredible facts about the Indiana Fever star's career as she turns 23. Caitlin Clark is the NCAA's all-time leading scorer. Clark finishes her time at Iowa with 3,951 points. That passed Pete Maravich to put her in first place as the NCAA Division I basketball's all-time leading scorer. And that's like men and women's. I know people think that Juju might be breaking the record, but I've seen Robin Lundberg post, I've seen Mick Talks Hoops post this idea, and they did the math that she would have to score more than 30 points in every single game that she plays, and I believe have to be in the final or almost reach the final to pass her record. So let's move on. So Clark led the nation in points and assists as a sophomore and senior. Her dimes became such a huge part of her game. And that is due to her court vision. That is due to her basketball IQ. She can throw like a Tom Brady style pass across the court. And it's just my personal opinion, but that style of play is what makes everybody around her better. And at the beginning of the season, a lot of people were missing these crazy dimes because some of them were a little harder to catch. And, you know, you just have to be always on your toes with Caitlin Clark because she sees an open opportunity before most people. So to stay on that level with her, you also have to sharpen up, which makes everybody better. Okay, so 3. Clark hit more threes than any NCAA player in a single season. Clark not only broke the scoring record, but she passed Steph Curry for the most three-pointers made in a single season by an NCAA Division I basketball player in her senior year. But okay, let's go to number 4. Clark won the Wooden Award for 2 consecutive years. The Wooden Award, come on. Clark was named the most outstanding player in women's college basketball in both her junior and senior year at Iowa. I mean, she was. Clark became the first player to score 40 in back-to-back NCAA tournament games. I mean, that's pretty badass. Number 6. Clark recorded the first 40-point triple-double in NCAA tournament history. Number 7. Clark was part of most watched women's college basketball game ever. Wait, is that even... Clark was part of most watched women's... I mean, I don't know. I guess it's a title, so maybe I'm wrong. Though her Iowa team lost again in the national championship in her senior year, 18.9 million viewers tuned in. I was one of them, making it the most watched women's basketball college game ever. The game drew more than 4 million more viewers than the men's final did. I mean, women's college basketball right now it's just on another level. I'm kind of upset about how there's a paywall behind the college basketball this season, but what can you do? Okay, Number 8, Clark was part of most watched WNBA draft ever. What is this part of most? I don't know. Maybe I'm totally reading this wrong. Anyway, number 9, Clark recorded the first triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history, with 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 13 assists on July 6th against the New York Liberty. Clark became the first WNBA rookie to record a triple-double. And to do it against the New York Liberty, that's kind of a flex, because they're the champions of last season. And 19 points, 12 rebounds, that isn't even like barely getting by a triple-double. That's a solid triple-double. She then did it again against the Sparks on September 4th, notching 24, 10, and 10. All right, number 10. Clark became the fastest WNBA player to 400 points and 200 assists. Number 11. Clark set the record for most assists in the WNBA game in her rookie year, passing Courtney Vandersloot's 18 dimes. Number 12. Clark set the record for most assists in a WNBA season. Clark finished the season with 337 assists, the most in a single campaign in WNBA history. Again, as a rookie. Okay, number 13. Clark recorded the most combined points and assists in a WNBA game. Clark scored more points than any point guard in WNBA history. That's crazy. Again, in her rookie year. Let's not read everything. Clark received more WNBA All-Star votes than any player ever. Not shocking at all. Can't wait to see what her All-Star voting is next season. Clark became the first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and WNBA Rookie of the Month. They're just kind of messing up on grammatically all over this, aren't they? It's supposed to be named. Anyway, I digress. Caitlin Clark was selected as WNBA Rookie of the Year. Cool. Caitlin Clark made an all-WNBA first team as a rookie. That's a flex. Caitlin Clark finished 4th in WNBA MVP voting. Now, I am so curious about next season because I truly believe that this could be her MVP year. No shade to A'ja Wilson, because A'ja Wilson, at least in the first half of last season, A'ja Wilson was the best player on the court. But in the second half of the season, in my opinion, Napheesa Collier was MVP. Clark's Fever set WNBA attendance records. Not very shocking. Clark had the top-selling jersey in the WNBA. Also not very shocking, but they reported a sales increase of 1,000%. This is needle-moving, people. Clark spearheaded the WNBA ratings record. Obviously, Clark was named Times Athlete of the Year. Yes, she was. I mean, she was named every Athlete of the Year for so many things. And the Indiana Fever posted on their Twitter, "We want to know how Caitlin Clark has made an impact in your life." Some people are not really seeing the positives of this, but I don't know, they can kick rocks. Hey, we have the same birthday. I actually share a birthday with Dejanay Carrington. Fun fact. This one's kind of cute. Despite my best effort, I couldn't get my daughter interested in playing basketball. Cece and AB has single-handedly changed her mind, and she now plays basketball at recess with the boys and comes home to ask for tips on how to beat them. We can't wait for the season to start. This is so cute. I love the effect that Caitlin Clark has on the young generation, and kids in particular. And I mean, even here, the older generation, my 81-year-old mom would no way submit a video with me. However, she loves watching women's basketball because of Cece, but we all fell in love with the crew. It is just crazy the effect that Caitlin Clark has on people. And for all the discourse surrounding her, if you are a true fan of basketball and the game and the way it's played and the dimes, there really is just no way to not love Caitlin Clark. So Caitlin Clark, I raise that Gatorade bottle and I say happy birthday.